Hello friends, this is Growl, and welcome to Wafflecat Weekly number 73, where we open our vaults for a little bit of dopamine, talk about the avixes, and other stuff that's going on. Woke up sick today, kinda could tell it was coming on yesterday. Tried to get some sleep, apologize for the raspier than normal voice. Tried to wake it up a little bit, but it did not work. But we got some good vaults. Good items will fix everything. We skipped our paladin this week. We did not do our evoker, but we have everybody else, including our mage, which, since I'm kind of playing it now, will be part of our normal roster. So, anyway, let's get started on our priest vault. I believe our priest has one weekly key and then maybe some LFR. I've done some LFR and some random characters to get bullions. I don't plan on taking any LFR items, but this late into the season, but you never know. All right. We have a pair of pants, which I think I like. Oh, no. We already have a pair of pants, but this is heroic, and we have a mythic pair. And we can tier these, which is nice. I actually have 3 tierable items already, but we already have pants. But compared to any of this LFR stuff, we're definitely yoinking this. Bang. All right, we will replace these. And unfortunately, the Priest 4 piece is so good that I've just been sitting on 3 of these pieces, queuing LFR, trying to get the 4th one, but it's actually impossible to win rolls in LFR. So my Priest is very ratty. It can at least do 10s. Alright, since we're on the server, we may as well skip over to our mage. Our mage did at least 2 raid boxes and 2 M+ boxes. Maybe it has 3. I don't know. We played a decent amount of mage last week. Not a whole ton, but a decent amount. We really need a pair of gloves. We're still using Season 3 gloves. I could use a ring. It would just save me a lot of aspect crests. The problem my guy has right now is I need to just play a ton, including different difficulties to get aspect crests. Maybe I will do a viewer raid on Wednesday. Get some people for heroic, because I need a lot of heroic crests. Anyway, luckily we can buy trinkets and weapons this season, so no need for that. Except for the trinkets that you need, I think, are from dungeons, both of them. My trinkets are okay, but they could be better, especially for padding. Anyway, let's open this up and see what we got. We actually got a really nice helm last week. Myth eye level with avoidance. Okay, let's see what we have. Time Breaching Talon. I don't think this is very good. Haste versus shoulders. So we can go from hero to myth on shoulders. We already have a weapon. We already have good wrists. And then myth pants, which we already have. Nothing too exciting, but we'll take the myth shoulders. I don't think this is a trinket that I want. This will save me some aspect crests, I guess. But, we don't care about that. Yeah, I think let me double check my inventory, only because I've been doing some weird stuff. Holding onto items and not using them right away. Yeah, looks like we take the shoulders here. We use these. And nice. All right. All right, let's move on to our other guys. I think our Shaman, Mistweaver, and Druid all have vaults. It's the last 3 that we have left. Our vaults have been very, very unlucky on our Druid. It's like kind of made me not want to log in. Excuse me, how unlucky I've been with items. Just because, like, everybody feels so super powerful right now. And I feel like I've gotten tokens from 2 of my first 3 vaults. And it makes me sad. Anyway. So our Shaman, we're still piecing together items. We have a ward. We're still using a Season 2 trinket. Yeah, we definitely like to get rid of that. It's good enough to queue LFR and do 10s, so that's kind of where he's at for the near future. Alright, well, we got a cape. We got a haste versus smith cape. Can't complain about that. We actually have the enchant already in our inventory. Bang. Let's load that up. Alright, well, first piece of many that Pete needs, but that's fine with me. Alright, let's go to our Mistweaver. I think our Mistweaver did a bunch of LFR too. I feel like my Mistweaver is bugged, and it doesn't get bullion drops or the crafted things. I don't know what's wrong with it. I always do a bunch of LFR on this guy, and he never gets anything. But that's okay, we're not playing him anyway. Not yet, at least. Okay, so yeah, we have a fire rack from last season and this trinket. Yeah, we haven't been too lucky with bolts on this guy either. Anyway, let's see what we got. So I have Myth Helm and a random LFR chest, but I don't want to break the tier yet. So that's kind of where I'm at with this guy. This guy needs more tierable items. He has not cleared heroic or gotten enough IO to get one, though. Okay, what do we got here? We do get gloves, which is a tierable item, but it's LFR level, which I really am not excited about. I have an offhand, and I'm using a staff. Or wait, this is a main hand. I have a main hand, and I'm using a staff. Man, this is not super exciting. I think we just take the main hand to use for now. Eventually, we're going to buy something from the bullion vendor anyway, but just raise this guy's item level up for now. This stuff won't last us very long either. Let's see. Okay, I have a weapon enchant in there too. Use my poor alt. That's alright, they'll be there. Surely Blizzard will put out a balancing patch halfway through the season. Alright, on to the Druid. The Dragonflight opening cinematic music playing in the background. Ready to take tokens for the 3rd time this season already. Alright. What do we need bigly? I mean, we're pretty upgraded on our Druid with what we... I mean, we really just need, like, avoidance pieces. Because we're never... Like, we have our trinkets. A Mythic Tome might be cool, but I don't even think that's that important. Realistically, we just need some, like, high item level stuff to replace, like, stuff like this, yeah. Ooh, I have Myth Legs in my bags. I don't know where some of this stuff came from. Our Druid needs to do some bag organizing here. Let's make sure we choose carefully. Alright. This is not looking great so far. So I have a Leech Staff, which unfortunately we don't use because we have Vakash. Crit Mastery Boots, which we do not use. A Cape. Burst Mastery, A Myth Helm. So we take... Do we take the Myth Belt with worse stats and no socket? But I probably have a socket. I have 2 sockets in my bags. The socket's not a big deal, but I think we just want the Myth Helm. Let me, like, double check to make sure I don't have one in my bags. Lots of heroic helms. I actually have a Myth Cape in my bags already. What is going on with this character? This is what happens when you're on the bench for too long. Alright, yeah, I think we go Helm. I think we go Helm. It's already tiered. We just slap one upgrade on this and we call it good. It actually scales your Helm enchant too, so Helm item level is especially nice. I actually don't have I don't have a tier helm, so I'll have 5-piece. So if I ever want to drop any of my items, like these pants, I actually... Oh wow, these pants suck. because of their... They're actually champion track. Oh, but I have myth pants. I have myth pants in my bags as well. Okay, so what... Do we have aspect crest? No, we need to do a little bit of farming here. So let's... So we don't forget... We'll put our helm enchant on. We'll buy a socket. We have this ring too, Verse Mastery Leech. It actually kind of fits well with my stats. I don't necessarily mind it. But I don't know if I'm ready to socket it yet. What gem did I have in my helm? Burst haste. Okay. Alright, I can go give this 3 item levels too. If I save my aspect crest, I should have a lot now. Another 120. I feel like I gotta be to the point where I'm like almost maxed on every item if I want to. Bang. Yeah, I'll just slam an upgrade on my helm real quick. Spend these, and then as I get more, I can upgrade those legs. Let's see. Turn volume off for a second. I think I just send these legs as well. I'll go tier these up. Do I have, I don't have the leg enchant. Buy that real quick while we look at the affixes. I believe there is good news finally. This week's affixes are Fortified Storming Bursting, which I would consider, generally speaking, favorable. Bursting, while it can be hard sometimes, Druid is just very, very powerful right now. And I feel like Druid should have almost no problems with bursting. It was handling it very well last season. And I say Druid, but realistically, I kind of mean any healer. Most people are playing Druid this season. But healer power is just very, very high because it's the end of an expansion. So dealing with bursting is usually very easy. And then storming, while it can be annoying at times, it's got to be one of the easiest affixes to deal with in terms of time. So I would say that if you have been on the fence or you're kind of like waiting for a good week or whatever, I'd say this is probably going to be one of the first really, really good push weeks. Not only because of the affixes, but also everybody's got to be like pretty geared up at this point. Like even my Druid, who's been super unlucky, is about to be 526. So basically everybody that you find, even if you're not playing at a super high level, should be near max gear if they've been playing the whole season. So this should be a good week to get some IO if you're trying to make a dent in your title push or just do some high keys, you know, to feel something. I have been playing some Kata Classic lately. I'm not really planning on doing like a big classic thing. It's mainly just for fun with some friends. I basically are like, I don't really have any interest in even farming gold or playing alts or anything. I just leveled up one guy just to raid and check out the Kata raids because I've never played Kata before. So I'll probably just stream only the raid prog, which will be, I don't imagine, very long. So I'm sorry if you were looking forward to Kata content, but if you're worried about classic content, that's not gonna overwhelm us. I do kind of want to keep I've been slowly getting back to the pace of releasing more videos, trying to be a little bit more diverse with what I upload. It's kind of hard at the end of the season to do educational stuff. I feel like a lot of the stuff that I used to do, it became harder now that the dungeon rotation is every season. It's hard for me to come out with like really, really good guides when they take so much time and then, you know, they only last for a season. Also, like audio commentary of keys, you know, if I do one of those towards the end of the season, the end of the expansion, it feels like it becomes irrelevant kind of quick most of the time. So I'm kind of not sure about that sort of stuff. So I've kind of been more like theory talking, like thinking about videos about healing and strategy and stuff. And then more educational stuff will probably come closer to the War Within release. Also, once beta is out in War Within and we get like M+ testing and stuff, that'll be a lot easier to make content too. In terms of streams, it's been very, very sporadic. I do kind of want to play my mage more, and I'll probably stream that just because it's fun. It's not necessarily the healer pug content that people want, but at the same time, it's been pretty fun to try and learn mage. And I feel like I'm getting close to the point where I'm like not making like massive mistakes, and I can kind of do good damage, but I still have a lot to work on, so that should be fun. Also, obviously, if I ever find a group of buds to push with, I can play some Resto Druid this season. Our Resto Druid's real geared. But that's that. So I wish you guys good luck in your vaults. Enjoy Kata Classic or Mop Remix, all the other stuff that's going on. But that is it for me, and happy keying, friends.